If you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. Benjamin Franklin. Hey guys, how's it going? Vanilla Beast back here with another MLB The Show 17 logo tutorial. And this one is a copperhead snake. And just FYI, I hate snakes. It's, Satan on earth kind of a deal. Not a fan. But this logo is pretty sweet. I had a guy contact me a little while ago through the channel here and commissioned me to do this piece, and I think it turned out really cool. I actually really like this logo. Obviously he was happy with it too. As always, he sent me a reference piece, and I went off that, and it pretty much matches it dead on. So this one turned out really well. Happy with it. Real quick though, just let everybody know that I am still taking commissions at this time. I'm getting a lot of orders. So if you would like for me to do something for you, either contact me via email, which you can find on the channel here, or I will also leave in the description my Twitter. You can just shoot me a DM. That's usually the best way to do it. Current rate right now is $20 PayPal donation or 15,000 in-game stubs. And you're looking for about a week out. So, if you get to me on a Saturday, look for it to take until next Saturday or Sunday, just because I got a lot of orders and I also live life. So that's just the way that goes. But definitely appreciate all the business that's been doing here this year. Got a lot of orders, so it's a lot of fun doing these too. I enjoy doing it, but I am a professional illustrator and whatnot, and these things take time, so it is what it is. Now, the interesting thing about this is I literally drew the entire thing like you would in Photoshop or anywhere else. There is no preset images at all used on this. As you see, I literally went ahead and pretty much used blocks and triangles, and I'm drawing the snake's head. We're working on his eye right now. And just like, I used to love watching Bob Ross as a kid. I mean, I grew up on that guy, and it's like at first it doesn't look like much, and you're like, okay, what's going on here, Come on, Bob, this sucks. And then, you give the guy 30 minutes and he's painted a picture better than real life. Very similar with this, it starts off kind of blocky and not really knowing what's going on, but as you can see, as you take these shapes and you put them together and you fill in, you really can make some really awesome imagery just by using basic shapes here. You can see that eye came together pretty quickly. And a lot of these are just curved lines and triangles. And you just kind of keep going over and using the square button, which does a stamp, which means it copies the last image you did, and you just use the same ones over and over and over and kind of shape them and change them. Makes things look really good here. And you'll see, just with any kind of art you do, you might have to not start over, but change how you started. I started off with the back of him there, and then I'm going to have to redo that part of it. Simply because when I got the face the way I liked it, I realized that I didn't make his back long enough, so we'll redo that here at the end. At this point, I didn't realize that yet. We're working on his teeth now. And the way you do something like that, since the teeth were the same, you make one good tooth, you group all the layers together and just copy paste. When you make one tooth, turn it into two. You'll see that? I made them all. I copied, I set them together as a group, and then just pasted it and made two out of it. One of the biggest tips I can give anybody who is maybe new to this editor, or not necessarily an artist but just trying to make your own logo, is don't make things harder than you need to, and copy and paste. Do something. If you're doing eyeballs, well, they've got two, right? Same thing with these teeth here or whatever. If they're similar, just make one and just group them together as one image and then copy paste. And that way you'll cut your work in half. And that way you'll get perfect symmetry also. So at this point here, I was thinking about what to do here. That's his tongue. And the way I like to work is to just drop basic things down. It doesn't have to be perfect the first time, and just see how it's looking. Then you can always go back and modify it. You don't never have to try to do things perfect the first try. And that's just coloring that in. And he's got like a kind of silver in his mouth down there. But I do try to focus on one specific place at a time. With the basic shapes, and then you have to kind of move around a little bit to make sure that you have everything proportioned properly. But as you will see here, this video is about 10.5 minutes long. It took me a few hours to do this. This wasn't one that I whipped up in 15 minutes. I don't really whip any of them up in 15 minutes, but you know what I mean. This is definitely one that took me a little longer to do. But you know, that's what I'm here for. You know, to help you guys out with these tough ones and to make them look good. You know, I mean, you're gonna be playing Diamond Dynasty, you figure, all year. So you get one good logo and you're good to go for the whole year. I had somebody question me about that before, about like, you know, the price of this. I mean, think about it. You spend $20 on a logo that's guaranteed to be good, or else you don't pay me if you don't like it. And you spend hundreds of dollars in packs of cards, and you have a chance to get nothing. And most of the time, you don't get anything. So at least this is a guarantee. This is a guaranteed good logo, as opposed to taking a chance on buying packs and such. So it's a service, you know. It is what it is. Coloring in the teeth here. We got kind of a silver, and I'm just going by the color structure of the image he gave me. You know, I'm not making any of this up. Sometimes with a few of the logos, I have a little bit of a, you know, artistic freedom. You know, tell me, okay, you know, kind of do what you want, do what you feel is right there, which is good. But for most of these, I'm just following along with what you gave me and how you want it done. So really, for me, it's not about, I don't have to take the time to figure out what I want to draw and how I want to draw it. I just have to say, okay, this is the image. I got to do my best to duplicate. So you see it's starting to really come together, and that's why I just blew away the back. I realized at this point, like, okay, that's not near big enough. That's just not going to work. Because I'm working on his head, and his head was already hitting his back, so obviously that wasn't going to work. So at this point, I blew away the back. I'm drawing his jaw and the side of his head there. And putting the signature snake triangles in there. Most snakes, I screwed up and blew away his eye right there too. I don't know what I did. I did something where his eye went away, so it's time to draw that again. I actually think it turns out better the second time around somehow. I think I angled it a little bit more. But snakes always have those pointy edges. They're known for them eyes and for them triangles. It's the devil, Bobby. So at this point, you see what I did? I shrunk the head and moved it to the right a little bit. So now I can actually fit in a proper back. And I can actually extend that out and get it right on point there and bring around his bottom half. And then we'll zoom in and make triangles and make perfect points. Same thing here. We'll zoom in, make a good circle. Fill it in, fill in the little gaps. And he's definitely looking good at this point. But I'll go ahead and let you guys just listen to the smooth sounds here and finish this one out. So as I mentioned, guys, just check the description for my contact info if you're interested in me doing a logo. But we got a lot more MLB The Show 17 videos coming up. I'm going to start getting into ranked seasons in Battle Royale. The servers are still messed up in Battle Royale, so that's why I'm not touching that. And I'm still doing team building, so I'm not in the ranked seasons yet. But I will have those coming up, and we will have a lot of live streams coming up, and you know, pack openings, more logos, and such. So definitely tune in for that. As always, guys. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate the likes and the comments and all that. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Take care.